Hello and welcome to Radio Primis. You're listening to this on Radio FM 115. Unfortunately, Matt cannot be joining us today, but I have Majerikarn,
What's up?
Neon Cookie,
Hello.
and our guest, Arxatia.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm Nick, or Arxatia. I do zombies content.
Alright, so let's get right into the first topic. And our first topic is Dr. Monty and Shadowman announcer quotes and his grief returning.
So basically, I've seen a few people like the Reddit, and I've seen a few videos and things explaining that. Jason Blundell said in like an interview before that it wouldn't be too difficult for them to introduce grief into Black Ops 3, and then we don't yet know of how to activate these quotes into like Revelations. So people think that like maybe these quotes are for like a grief mode that they might introduce.
Right.
Okay.
Is this like new news? Because I haven't even like heard of this yet, but
It was
Yeah,
a
me
few days
neither,
ago.
really.
The Shadowman quotes came out.
They were in the encrypted files that were like found a couple of weeks ago with the Shadows of Evil intro.
oh,
That was where they found those quotes as well, but like, in another like folder.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would actually be really fun if Grief returned because
oh yeah.
I loved to play Grief back in Black Ops 2, but I kind of stayed away for it, like for a little bit, just because like there was just so much trolling going on. Because I remember when I played Buried, everyone
That was
just
the best
built
part
a
about it.
trample scheme. Yeah, well, yeah, it was quite fun if it went your way, because I remember just like 12-year-olds screaming in their microphone when someone built the trample scheme and like trolling people. Just I don't know, it was like really fun and really not fun if it didn't go your way, I guess. But
EMP grenades.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Thing is,
Or
I
the-
only played grief mode on transit, and that was pretty fun itself, even though it was only on transit.
yeah,
yeah.
So I think it'd be
I
quite
didn't-
fun for it to be introduced back into Black Ops 3.
It was a lot better
Yeah.
than Turn.
Oh, definitely. Turned was shit.
yeah,
It was their bad attempt of trying to put gun game into zombies.
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. It was like
yeah.
that.
And it's
The,
really
like,
weird.
mods are better than Turned, and Turned was like they probably spent millions of dollars trying to make Turned, and mods did it for free, and they did it better just by putting in gun game into zombies.
Yeah. Well, Turned was just really weird because like having a zombie running at you really fast, like it was just, I don't know, it felt
Yeah.
quite weird playing it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like yeah.
But yeah, grief.
Yeah, but just yeah.
I was gonna say, I think grief would be pretty fun, especially like I think it would even make Zetsubou quite a fun map to play.
Oh, that'd be so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would make sense since there's two like sides of the quotes. There's Shadowman and Dr. Monty, which I don't remember in Grief, but I remember there being two announcers, right? There was Richtofen, and then in Mob of the Dead it was the Guard, right?
oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
That would make sense.
So they use multiple announcers.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That was actually, yeah. So I'm actually hoping that it would return. I don't know when they would do it though.
I just
That'd
hope
be
they
so
answer
awesome.
what these are. I hope they don't just leave it blank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's just something, even if it's not grief, and if it's just like an Easter egg in Revelations, rather than just like throwing away stuff that they're not going to use.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
I really hope it's Grief. That'd be so fun to play on,
Mhm.
on
Yeah.
the next gen console now.
It's just it's
Yeah, like,
unfortunate that
on
they
just-
didn't. Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's unfortunate they didn't bring it on launch of the map. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Just like every 8 players being in the train in Shadows of Evil or something. Or like
Oh
there
god.
being like because there only 4 players can go on the dragon on Gorod Krovi, and you
True.
have to like
Oh,
just, or I don't know, it would be like
But-
concurrence or whatever it's called in English.
imagine the giant though, like such a small map, like the giant
Oh,
having all
God.
those players on.
God.
Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, the catwalk with 8 players.
Oh god.
all like working together. But
Yeah.
no, what I like about grief is the fact that like you can then add in more people, because the amount of times that you like certain people might have more than 4 people to want to play with them, but like you can't because obviously zombies is only 4 players. So that's what's
Right.
good about grief as well. You can just have more friends playing with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go for high rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
You can basically go forever too.
Yeah,
As long
because if
as
everyone
everybody
dies,
dies, you just keep going, basically.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
So me personally, I think Treyarch has an opportunity, and I guess we're just gonna see if they take the chance and actually add it to the game. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also to like just keep zombies alive, to add something new now
Exactly.
once the game has like,
Since IW is coming out,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
give something for the fans who won't be getting Infinite Warfare.
yeah,
Yeah, I just hope they, if they do add in grief, that it'll be fairly soon because Black Ops 3 is slowly sort of dying down in the hype.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely. It's already. I feel like it's been dead ever since the Easter egg was solved for Revelations.
Hell yeah.
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 And no super Easter egg or anything like that.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
some BS.
dead.
Saying that, I haven't watched it yet because I haven't had a chance because I've only just seen it being uploaded about an hour ago now. But Codename Pizza uploaded a video with evidence of second Easter egg cutscene. But like I said, that's only the title and the
Ooh.
thumbnail. Haven't actually been able to watch it just yet.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, if it's
Yeah.
something real, like I'm pretty sure the bigger YouTubers like Dalek or somebody would cover it. You know.
Dog just posted
yeah,
a
maybe
video
it's
of it.
just clickbait.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's clickbait.
I just checked my subscriptions to check that video out, and Dalek was the most recent one. He
Oh,
made
okay.
a video on it too. It looks like that'd be so awesome if there was a super Easter egg. But
Yeah.
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 Just because me personally, I was disappointed by the original ending that was after the Revelation Easter egg.
Yeah, me too. I wanted more questions answered, or like something like that.
Yeah.
Or being able to
exactly.
play with the staffs, like the
Ooh,
original
that'd been
staffs.
so fun.
Legendary.
I think that was a
Yeah.
mistake for them not to have us being able to play with the original staffs because they know how much people wanted to do so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing about it, they didn't even give us a new Wonder Weapon. They just brought back 2 old ones for our Wonder Weapons.
Oh
Yeah.
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 I mean, I guess they gave back what the fans requested, kind of
Yeah.
like they did with the PSAH or the Tommy gun.
That's true.
I guess the Thunder gun, they did that.
Yeah.
Which the Thunder gun, it's amazing in my opinion. I love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
I
me
am
too.
glad that they
Pretty,
brought back the Thunder Gun, even though it feels a bit more nerfed. Like it doesn't feel as powerful, but it's still definitely a great
Right.
gun. Like it takes out the Margwas really quick, for instance.
It's really good against the Panzers and Margwas, I must say.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Definitely.
So also we've had the Infinite Warfare beta this week, and to sort of tie that into like zombies and things, there was quite a lot of guns in that game that we could look at and get the feel of, and maybe see how they work within zombies. Were there
Yeah.
any weapons or guns that you played in Infinite Warfare's beta that you thought might work really well in the like Infinite Warfare zombies?
I think that the sniper that shoots 2 bullets with 1 trigger pull,
Widowmaker?
I think that one's gonna be pretty. That one could be pretty OP in zombies, I think.
Yeah.
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 I hope that's sort of like the new Draken, where it's just like really powerful.
Oh,
for,
yeah.
like, round 25.
Oh yeah.
Wouldn't that gun shoot 4 bullets with double tap if
Ooh.
it's the same
Ooh.
from
Oh yeah.
That's
Black
true.
Ops 3?
Double tap too.
Yeah. If it's the 2.0, yeah.
They have got their own double tap version.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's this, a copy of double tap 1 or 2. But either way,
Yeah, I don't know.
And
Yeah.
I thought personally the NV4 would be quite a good weapon in zombies. It would sort of be like your commando type of weapon.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's real. I used that in multiplayer in the beta.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the only gun I used.
Oh really?
It was really good.
Almost. Yeah, that one, and I played with a submachine gun that really was a lot like an old gun from MV3, like the PP90 or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah.
P90.
Oh yeah, yeah.
P90. Oh yeah,
I
the
forgot what it's
P90.
called in the beta.
The FH40, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's
I
that.
don't really know. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pretty good gun. I'm just trying to sort of go through the guns in my head because I couldn't find a list online. There was a couple energy weapons that I played with around. I don't know what they're called.
I remember the
Oh yeah, I picked one of those
SMG.
up. Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah.
those like recharges ammo themselves or something.
Yeah, those were pretty
Whatever
cool.
it was. Yeah.
Yeah, so having a gun that has like infinite ammo, sort of like what Paralyzer and Buried would have, that'd be pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Or the
for one
IMR
weapon.
from Exo Zombies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm
that
just
would
really
be
excited for
good.
the classic weapons like the UMP,
Oh,
the intervention.
nice.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh
Spaz 12.
yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot
Yep,
about
Spaz 12.
And I'm pretty
I
sure
wouldn't call the ARX a classic, but still a
Yeah.
good gun.
I'm pretty sure some of those, if not all of those, have sort of been seen in the trailer, in the mystery box or the magic wheel area of the zombies trailer as well.
Yeah, right.
hmm
So
Well, the M1 Grand, it's confirmed. It's actually a wall weapon in the first room on Spaceland.
oh really?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that means it's gonna be garbage like the Shiva.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying it's actually like a one-shot headshot for like to like round 10 or something like
Oh
that.
wow,
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
that's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
pay homage to World at War.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Yeah, I
good.
remember. Yeah, because I don't really remember what gun it was, but I remember using a pistol, and it was while I was playing with you guys, and I remember saying like, what if this is the starting pistol in Infinite Warfare Zombies?
Oh,
I have no idea what gun it was, but I played with
me and Matt.
just like a pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the pistol that like from level 1 you had on the multiplayer beta. I can't remember what it's called though.
Yeah, it's like the one that you get for free.
The
Like that
energy?
you don't.
they
No, I
might have
don't
the
think so,
Banshee in
because-
in zombies though. I didn't actually use the
Oh.
shotguns that much, but the Banshee did look pretty powerful.
Me either.
Yeah, Matt used the
Yeah.
Banshee a lot. Like he turned it into a meme on his channel or whatever it was. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but there were quite a lot of weapons. Like I said, I'm just trying to go through some of them. There was a lot of weapons I didn't really see the name of, but like during gun game, for instance, they were like fully automatic, so you could like basically spray down. A lot of those seem really powerful.
Yeah.
And like you know how you got the ability where like some guns you could either like with snipers you could take the scope off and they turn into like a different gun, or like there's
Oh, that was cool.
Oh yeah.
there's one gun where like you can split it apart into like 2 machine pistols and then put it back into one
Yeah,
SMG.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
the
even
Type
know
1
that.
or the Type 2.
Yeah. So like abilities like that in zombies also would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, especially like the ability on the sniper where it turned into basically like a SMG or like a machine gun type of gun, where it just like be automatic.
Yeah. I remember because when Ghost was out, they had a few guns like that that could change the type of the gun. There was a gun called the Ripper which could turn. It was
Oh,
a
yeah.
submachine gun. It could turn into an assault rifle, and there was also another few of those guns that you could like turn, like
Yeah.
change the type.
Yeah.
It would be really cool to have those kind of guns in zombies, because yeah, like
I'm also really interested as well seeing what the Pack-a-Punch, the equivalent to the Pack-a-Punch, would have to offer in
yeah,
Infinite
Yeah.
Warfare, like
Yeah.
how it would change these weapons up.
yeah.
The Ripper was actually in the trailer for Zombies in Spaceland.
Oh,
Really?
was it?
That's insane.
I
Yeah.
didn't even. I
It's
love
it's in
that gun
multiplayer.
so
You
much.
can get it from supply
Yeah.
drops.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you slow down the trailer and you like look closely, you can see it's like in there twice, like two different times
Okay.
the character's holding the Ripper.
Nice.
Yeah, because I love that so much in Extinction.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I actually played Extinction
yeah.
last night and I used the Ripper. That gun's a beast in Extinction.
Oh yeah, I saw that
Yeah, it
while I
is.
was in class at school. Yeah.
I'm excited to see if they have any like wonder weapons because I remember Exo Zombie had like the Limbo and stuff like that, and they were really cool. I liked them.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, if Zombies in Spaceland is better than Exo Zombies, then it's gonna be really good, honestly. Because Exo Zombies was good in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be better than Exo Zombies. Like,
Same here.
I have a good feeling about Infinite Warfare. Yes.
Yeah, same. I feel like it's going to be 100 times better than Exo Zombies. I think
Because
Yeah.
Exo Zombies was thrown last minute, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think
they're having more time.
community-wide-
They didn't even have a
community-wide
map
it'll be
on
like that.
this for Exo Zombies.
Yeah.
It's also been confirmed that the other starting weapon or starting room weapon that you can buy off the wall is basically like it's basically the RK5, but it's Infinite Warfare's version of it.
Oh.
It's a burst pistol.
Okay.
Oh right, okay.
Okay.
I quite like those type of guns though. Like to start off with.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's pretty standard. So you basically have like your starting pistol, whatever it is, the like RK5 version, then you got an M1 Grand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
In this version of the M1 Grand, you can reload
Oh,
instead
good.
of having to finish off your clip,
Oh
unlike
yeah.
the MX Grand.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
It's
that's
so
good.
random how they did it with just that one gun and that thunder gun.
Yeah,
Any other
like
gun in the
what-
game, you can reload it.
In real life, the M1 Grand, you have
Cannot
to
reload.
finish it off before.
Yeah.
Right, I thought that would have been the case.
You could reload it without finishing the clip in World at War, which is the first Call of Duty with it, which
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just trying to think of some of the other weapons I use, but I don't like. There was
too.
the FAD, no, not the FAD, the ERAD.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
heard of that.
Energy SMG.
Yeah, like I thought that was pretty cool. That was quite a fast firing
good.
rate.
I like that.
Yeah. Other than that, I can't really think of any of the other weapons. Like I say, I tried
Me
having a
either.
look in COD Wiki and that, and I can't find an actual list. But I think what you were saying about the Widowmaker going back a bit, like, that would be pretty cool in zombies.
Mhm. Right.
Yeah.
I think they've also got the intervention or the whatever it's called, like TF141. I think that's
Yeah.
in zombies as well.
They didn't want to pay for the trademarking for the names and the weapons.
Those cheap bastards.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
do they have to pay for it individual like every single game they make? They have to repay for the trademark again?
I'm not sure.
That I don't know, but
Because
I know they had to pay.
yeah, because like they had the names in like Modern Warfare 2, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
And then
Like
all
the
of a
UMP.
sudden, yeah, all of a sudden like they just sort of changed the name.
It's because they're too money hungry.
Yeah.
I bet you
Only
it's
available to
I
supply.
bet you it's super cheap to put it in the game too. I bet it's like to them it's probably super cheap, but they just want to save as much money as they can, I guess.
Right.
It's probably just like
Yeah.
an import from the older games, and then they're probably just better graphics basically.
Yep. Exactly right.
Say, I think the intervention has got a bit of a slower zoom in. Like when you're zooming into the scope, it's a bit slower. I think other than that,
really?
it's pretty. I mean, I felt like that anyway. I don't know whether I just haven't played with that gun for a while. Other than that, it felt like exactly the same.
But is the intervention actually it was in the beta?
Gun game, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it was one of the snipers you could have.
Yeah, then I probably used it at one point.
Yeah, I think in the gun game you had like the intervention, the UMP. I don't know about any of the other weapons that are like classics, but I know they did include a few, which I thought was pretty cool. They also
Yeah,
have-
I never got a chance to play gun game. I'm too busy.
It was
Or like
really
I really
fun.
wanted. Yeah, I really wanted to play it,
well,
but
they're
I don't know.
opening
I
up
just
the beta to everyone on PlayStation 4. I think next week.
just everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Xbox
Oh,
and
that's
PS4.
really good.
And they got Terminal as well coming on the beta.
Ooh.
Oh, that's that's
sweet.
right.
So that'll be pretty
Yeah.
fun. Could you imagine? I've heard a few people
Yeah.
talking about Terminal being a zombies map in Infinite Warfare and like the future.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know if
Yes.
any of you'd heard about that, but like people, I think it's just like rumors basically, but like saying how it'd be a pretty cool idea.
They should make that a Black Ops 3 custom map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They probably will, honestly.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, that's true. What do you what specialist do you think, or do you think any of the specialists could be moved into Infinite Warfare Zombies?
I don't know what they're called.
I don't know how the combat rigs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're called, I don't even know what they're called either, but
Let me
I
see if
only
I
use
can,
the first one.
let me see if
Yeah.
I can Google it.
Yeah, me too. I only used the first one. Oh yeah, and the third one.
Mhm.
There was 4, wasn't there?
There was the first one, the robot, and then the big guy with the huge ass gun. I remember that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just seeing if I can get the actual names of them.
I used 2 of them, I think.
I
I
choose
did-
the first. So.
I have used at least 4 of them.
Okay.
Because like 2 of the
So the
from
first
the Black
one,
Ops 3 beta, 2 of the specialists made it into zombies as specialists. So I wonder if any of these specialists
yeah.
make it into Infinite Warfare
That's
zombies.
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
Alright, so 2 of them. Well, the first one we have Warfighter, which is the standard one that I think most people chose.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool because like the weapon he had was like that claw. It was called a claw, but it basically was like fast shooting gun.
Like
Yeah.
a scythe.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that.
Then
Similar.
the second one, the big dude with like the big laser gun, was the Merc. I think that would be that Merc gun. The laser gun might be in zombies.
Yeah.
I think that would fit the theme quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, it would.
The FTL was just the third one, which I think you have to unlock at like level 15 or something. So I don't know, like not as many people got to play with that.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I only got to like level 3 or 4. So, no, 7, I think. Or 6.
I'm like
I don't
11.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the FTL has like basically like machine type pistols. I think if I remember correctly. I think I might have missed one out on here. There was like. Here we go. So the other one, the third one, was the synaptic. He was the dude with like a one-shot gun, but it sort of incinerates the player that you shoot, and they sort of just turn into dust.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know if you actually saw that. Like, I got killed a few times, and I just like literally exploded into nothing, and I'd be like, what the hell happened there? But it's actually because he's got like because you have to be quite accurate with it. But it is a pretty cool gun. I think again that like little pistol thing could make it into zombies, but with a bit more ammo, probably as like a specialist. If they're including specialist weapons again in Infinite Warfare.
One thing I liked was that you can actually customize what you use. Like, I remember I saw the first combat rig. You can change it to overdrive, like the sprinting one.
Yeah.
To move faster. Yeah, they each have different options, which I thought was really cool.
As you play them, you got like I unlocked for the first one like something called persistent and overdrive, I think. And both of them together, you basically get like double the amount of points for a certain amount of time as you kill players, and also the other one is like even when you die, your score streak still carries on.
Yeah.
So those together also just went really well together. So I think as far as multiplayer goes, like they're definitely really good. But yeah, like you said, like with zombies, I would like to see a couple of them going over to zombies as well, seeing how that plays out.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah.
They had the Annihilator. They had the Ragnaroks.
Yeah. The bows.
The bows. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I think that was it. Actually, I don't think there was any other multiplayer influence.
According to the
Overdrive was with the Masamune,
and then the Gauntlet of Siegfried was kind of like the Ripper.
Had the same model as the Masamune.
Right.
Yeah, and then the 115 Fist for the Gauntlet, that was kind of like the Ripper to me.
Yeah,
similar to the Ripper.
True.
Yeah.
So
you could kind of consider it the same.
Minute ago, Cookie.
Yeah, because like Call of Duty made like a Twitter poll which asked what combat rig is like you had to like vote what combat rig was your favorite, and the most popular one was the Warfighter.
Oh, okay.
Or something. Yeah.
I think yeah, ready like straight off the bat level 1 you could have it, and I think it was a pretty OP one as well. Like a lot of people just loved it, and I think that's the one I ended up playing with in the end.
Yeah.
So
yes.
It seems like it takes a while to earn it.
Yeah, there might be like perks or something in the full game that like help you to earn them a bit faster, maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Speaking of specialists, is that one specialist like supposed to be able to fly, or is that a glitch?
Which
have you guys seen that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Oh well, it's like that. It's like that one specialist where like I can't even describe it. Like T Martin tweeted it out yesterday, and it's like it got like I think it was T Martin.
Hmm.
Yeah. I haven't seen that, although I've seen and been killed by a few times those like robotic dogs that are like running
Yeah.
around.
Oh
Yeah, it's one
yeah,
of those.
those were scary. Like they were actually scary. Like what?
Yeah, like the first time you get killed by one, you're just there like, wait, why is that player just running across the floor?
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
right.
those were implemented to zombies, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that would
Oh
be
yeah, that's a good
horrifying.
idea.
Like
Like the new
as an
dog
enemy
rounds.
or as a friendly.
Yeah, an enemy. An
Yeah.
enemy. It's like dog rounds. Oh my gosh, that would be scary.
Possibly for like another a DLC map, because we've been told like it's
Yeah.
been confirmed that like the equivalent to the dog round or the max ammo round is like killer clowns, and then it's
Oh
not
Oh,
a
yeah,
joke.
oh
God.
my gosh, that would like fit so well to like the
That's not
theme
actually a
of the
joke to like
world.
recent events or whatever, but yeah,
Yeah.
killer clowns like rounds. You can actually see them in the trailer as well, and it's been
Yeah.
confirmed that that's the max ammo round.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Stick to hellhounds.
show you guys that thing I was talking to you about,
Yeah, I just
I
see
got it
you.
on Twitter.
and
Yeah,
like
like
I added you guys on there, but like it didn't show the video. It was
Right.
weird.
Okay.
okay. And no one has no idea what we're talking about. Or what? Oh,
I'm
now
crazy.
it came up something.
So one of T Martin's.
No, you just. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I'm watching the video.
Yeah, me too. What?
Oh,
He's
what?
legit flying.
Yeah, it's flying.
Oh, what?
I think that's a bug. I'm pretty sure it's a bug.
Yeah, it must be. I feel like
Yeah. No, I think
That's so cool though.
yeah.
No, yeah, I
That'd
know
be
what you mean though,
crazy.
but it looks like the dog, just like flying.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no one can even see the clip. Like,
And I guess that's why they have a beta.
yeah.
I'll link the clip in the description.
Good idea.
But yeah, I think there's quite a lot of weapons and abilities that they could implement into zombies that would go really well.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I think they have a lot that they could add in, especially with the classic weapons.
Yeah.
I just hope some way they'll keep Black Ops 3 alive. Just because I love Black Ops 3 zombies, honestly.
Yeah, me
same.
too. So much. Yeah.
Like mod tools are going to help it, but there's people like myself, for
Definitely.
instance, that don't have a PC to like play mod tools.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets to a point where like I can play the 6 maps over and over again, but then I do get a bit bored of them.
Bored, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is what happened to Black Ops 2. Same thing with Black Ops 1. It always happens,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to rely on watching other YouTubers playing mod tools, but then I also got to keep in mind I've got to make like my own videos while watching those as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, you should keep Black Ops 3 alive one way or another. Like we said like earlier about possibly adding in grief, or at the very least, they got like the zombies comic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Which
That would be. Yes.
I'm pretty
Which
excited
links
for.
are- Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really want to read that. The comic.
It's gonna answer a lot of unanswered questions by the actual game.
Yeah.
Which I wish they would have answered the questions with the game rather than just the comic book, you know?
Yeah.
I'd rather let us experience it rather than just reading
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
We
Speaking of the comic book, we did a poll, and it was the first comic worth the hype, and it got 80% yes, 10% no, and 10% maybe. So it seems like most of the people who answered the poll, most of them think it was worth the hype.
Yeah, I'm sort of in that 80% as well. I read the first issue and I thought it was definitely a very good start with the issue of the comic.
Yeah.
And I can understand how people, people say that they don't like how they gone into a comic where you have to buy to find out more about the storyline.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's
Yeah.
sort of like Jason did it in a smart way, because like it's him trying to go back and cover up or like fix what Jimmy did with his storyline with the transit crew.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said before, I think in the last episode of this, where you can explain more than in a book than you can like a game.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
So maybe there's maybe there's a lot that to be explained that he just couldn't explain in like a cipher or a few radio messages, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I feel like this way they can, like they're doing, they're spreading out the, I think, 6 issues across the entire year, or at
Yeah.
least
Oh,
first.
6. That's a
I think
lot.
the last
Yeah.
issue is
Yeah,
the
they were
middle of
6.
August.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they're spreading it out across the year, so at least like we get bit by bit, and then like when the hype sort of dies down, we then get a bit more.
Yeah.
hmm
Just to keep it alive.
So for like those reasons, that's why I feel like the comic was probably a smart idea from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm really
What if-
excited to see.
Yeah, me too.
What if they either did like a novel or just a huge comic book, and they did the whole entire zombie storyline in it,
That would be
like at the
awesome.
very end?
Yeah, like really in-depth details, like just every
From the beginning.
possible question
Yeah.
answered. Like that would be just amazing to finally have everything answered. But like I feel like they wouldn't really do that because they still want
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
keep fans wondering and thinking about it and stuff like that. Just to yeah.
I could maybe see them doing it if they like finally end like this storyline,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
everybody thought it was gonna be done after Revelations, but it's definitely not done because it has the kind of the dumbest ending ever. So
Yeah, like-
Definitely. Yeah.
And yeah, like there's been like people saying that you know, it's gonna like pick up again like 18 months or whatever, like when, because Jason Blundell said that Revelations is gonna last us 18 months, and that's why people think after like 18 months or so, like Treyarch are gonna release something else or something new, like a new game. I'll probably carry on the storyline or like a new map maybe, or I don't know. But
Yeah, I hope so.
I was sort of
Yeah.
hoping in one way that they would just end the storyline at Revelations, because I was just so ready to see the end.
yeah,
Yeah, me
but
too.
they totally didn't deliver a good ending.
Yeah, like because I was so ready to see the end, and I was sort of preparing for like this is it sort of thing, and then we didn't get it. I think that's why a lot of people are disappointed.
Yeah.
But has anyone actually read the first issue of the comic?
I have.
Not yet, but I will for sure in the future.
Where can you
Soon.
purchase it? Like,
It was released early on iTunes.
oh, okay.
So like the first issue was like on iTunes, but like people like Glitching Queen and Mr. Waffles, they've had like they put videos on their YouTube just like sort of showing off the pages, and I predicted Jason would put ciphers into the map or into the comic, and he has
The map.
Yeah. So yeah, it was quite interesting and quite cool to see that he'd put
That's cool.
ciphers into the comic, but there was like 3 in the first issue that had already been solved.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I saw your video on that.
Yeah.
Yes.
For some reason, one of them was
Nice.
Primis will fail, which is a cipher that they've already given us in like Shadows of Evil, I think, in Black Ops 3. So I don't know why they sort of repeated that message.
yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then like, another one talks about keepers. The keepers shall rise once more, and it's weird because like we got the transit crew that like have never really come in contact with the keepers.
No,
So
not at all.
I'm wondering whether they're like gonna sort of meet those together. So like the keepers will meet the transit crew at some point.
Wonderful to see the Apothecons.
Yeah,
That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
it'd be quite a cool turn. But then again, like I was saying a minute ago, I don't really know if we need a turn at this point. Like we just need it to end and like maybe a new storyline.
Yeah.
But first I want to know like the backstory of the transit crew. I want to know what happens with them, what happened before. I want to know what happened to the 1.0 characters from Moon, like where
Yeah.
they went, if they died or what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are so many questions that they left unanswered, you know?
What if in the
Yeah.
comic
Yeah.
the transit crew traveled to the moon, and
That'd be awesome.
they were tasked with saving the 1.0 crew and getting them off the moon?
That'd be
would
amazing.
Epic.
Yeah, that would be a pretty cool end to the 1.0 side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would definitely just keep the story and just basically end it, you know? It would
Yeah.
answer basically everything.
For the most part, like there will still be a few little questions, but I'll definitely like sort of fix up a lot of it.
Yeah, but like if they continue the story from Buried, like if they go to the moon or whatever, like because there were two endings from on the Buried Easter egg. Like one side was Maxis and one side was Richtofen.
Right.
So like it's like I don't know. It's really like what would
Which side are they going?
Yeah, like.
From the description of the comic, I think it's Maxis, because it says, see what happens between the Maxis. The transit crew fights to escape Maxis's apocalyptic wasteland. So it sounds like it's going to be Maxis.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
So he's basically in control.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel like it was quite an interesting turn that
That scared me so much.
a lot of people thought that a lot of people thought that the buried crew like died after the Easter egg, or like during. I didn't actually do the buried Easter egg, so I'm not actually 100% sure. But wasn't there that thing that a lot of people thought they died?
Yeah,
because one ending was like that like Stuhlinger like became Richtofen or something, or I don't know. I have no idea. Like
yeah, like I said,
I'm so sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
It was a funny like fun thing or something.
So yeah, like I'm pretty sure I've seen a few people saying that they thought the transit crew died after the buried Easter egg, and then they decided to bring him back rather than be like,
right.
Actually, yeah, they did die. You know, they decided to actually bring him back into a comic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello, Matt.
Bonjour.
Hello.
Hey.
All right.
We're just discussing the issue 1 of the comic book, just so you know.
And
Okay,
we're like sort of on Buried, talking about the ending and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Yeah, sorry, it's really hard to hear you because
Yes.
my headphone jack's really bad. So.
Okay, nice.
But hola.
Hello. So yeah, I don't know if you heard. We're talking about the zombie comic issue 1.
I think it was worth the hype. It was very good. I've only got one problem with it, and this might sound really weird and not really as much to do with the story of the comic, if you will. It's the not. You can say the drawings if you want, like the look of the characters. I don't think they look like the transit characters. I know that's not a major thing.
Yeah,
I don't like the artwork. Is what I'm trying to say.
I feel
but
like
besides
the same
that, I think
way.
it's really good.
I feel the same way in like just the cutscenes in the like Black Ops 2. Like because if you, for example, the buried cutscene, like they look so weird, but like you can obviously tell it's them. But because in one of my videos when I went back to the Black Ops 2 map even, I like watched the cutscenes and reacted to it like just a little bit, and I pointed out like. Or like I didn't really point it out, but I just said like what and zoomed in on their faces just because it looked so weird. Like I know what you mean, but like it's kind of like I don't know. It's just...
Yeah, the artwork definitely looked really weird, especially like Rustman.
Oh hell yeah!
But like it's still cool and funny in a way, or I don't know.
I guess that's the art style that they went just to make it seem like similar to the cutscenes that we had in Black Ops 2.
Yeah, possibly. But I just thought Rustman looked really funny. Like, he just had not really that much detail on his face in the comic.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think Misty's breasts were as big either.
They vary in size.
One reason these guys could look different is maybe they're a different universe of the transit characters. Because, like, the 1.0 characters...
Transit 2.0.
Like, they look really similar, but they look different.
Different, yeah.
I know Rustman just looks... nothing like he does in the actual games. Like that's the one that stands out to me. Like the rest, they look similar. Richtofen as well. Like Richtofen in that comic, he doesn't look a lot like that. The one dressed on that comic looks a bit similar to the one that we saw in the Jump Scare and Shadows of Evil. If you look at them, they look completely different. But
I didn't see Richtofen in the comic. There was a Richtofen.
Yeah, me neither.
No, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Yeah.
And there was like a zombie. I'm pretty sure that's not Richtofen, although unless you're on about like.
No, there is a zombie version of Richtofen in the comic. Yeah.
Yeah, that would
Oh, wow.
that would make a bit more sense then, because it was like page 3 and it had a Richtofen quote. And I was like, what's the zombie got to do?
He was the zombie that was like sending all the zombies forward. That was a Richtofen zombie.
Right, okay.
Hmm.
Wait, what color are the eyes in the comic of the zombies? Like,
I forgot.
I actually don't know.
They're like
Could
white.
be.
I'm
Really?
looking at it now. They're like, yeah, just like white. Oh wait.
Oh,
no,
but, like-
Richtofen's was blue.
yeah, and orange was Samantha, I think.
Samantha, yeah.
And, yeah,
Red
and
was
white.
somebody else, which is still unanswered.
They're like a white.
Yeah,
with
but
a
like
hint
white.
of
What's
blue.
White?
White.
That's cool.
They got like a hint of blue,
Oh,
but they're
okay.
definitely not as blue as the Richtofen blue.
Okay.
Which I
Maybe
guess
it's-
that's
I'm not sure if it's
Max's.
just the comic, but I would definitely
Yeah.
expect that to be Richtofen.
When you like finish one side of the buried Easter egg, doesn't Richtofen become a zombie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
Max
he goes
is-
into Stullinger, doesn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I
That
think so,
makes
yeah.
a lot of sense. That'll be why this. Yeah. Okay. Because I didn't know that about the buried Easter egg, because I'd never actually completed it.
There's
Hmm.
That'll
What's
be
the
why.
second side of the buried Easter egg then.
That'll be
'Cause I know
on
there's
why
two
this comic-
separate.
Like, if you help Maxis, you can either help Maxis or Richtofen, and well, I
But what
don't really
happens-
know.
What happens
Basically
if you
takes
help
control of the
Rick-
ether. He basically, or Richtofen, he's basically has access to every living soul and dead soul. So he has access to the zombies and humans. That's why he basically took control of Stullinger for like a moment. That's why his eyes turned blue. You know?
Oh yeah, yeah. Sullinger's eyes turned blue as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was quite
Yeah, okay.
cool.
I'm with you. I'm with
Yeah,
you.
I was going to say that would make a lot of sense why this comic now starts off with Richtofen as a zombie, because it's basically the exact moment of buried ending Easter
Mhm.
egg.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like
I thought that
Well,
would have
then
been like
I
the
got
standing
my
out point.
previous-
I'm really
that's
surprised
what I
you didn't know that.
Then I got my previous questions I got answered. Like, where would because there were different endings of buried.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sucks that they're answering more questions with a comic rather than the actual game.
Yeah.
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 But yeah,
Yeah.
looking through, definitely like the zombies have like a light blue tint to their eyes. Apart from what looks like
Okay.
a Richtofen zombie, has like a yellow eyes. Unless it's not Richtofen, it's just like a zombie with like what
Yeah.
looks like a Richtofen because of like the hat and everything.
So who do you think's in control, Maxis or Richtofen?
If in that comic that's Richtofen, then 100% Richtofen. But I'm not sure if it is like you
Right.
were saying a minute ago. So, but if that's Richtofen, it's Richtofen controlling them, as far as I'm aware.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he was definitely like commanding them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But remember, if you do Maxis' Maxis would be in control.
Yeah.
Wait, so which on the buried Easter egg? Which is one of the endings? Is it meant to be like? Is that the actual ending, or can either of them be like the legit ending? Like, if that makes any sense. Like, which one's
Yeah,
the
both of them.
actual
Like,
ending?
there's no good or no
There's
bad
no good or
ending.
bad, yeah.
Yeah,
Basically
there's.
both bad.
That's
yeah.
what I'm wondering though, because which ending is the ending that's in this comic? Because if this is after the buried Easter egg,
Yeah, well, I'm
weird
guessing
questions.
it's the Richtofen ending. If you know.
If that zombie's Richtofen, then probably yeah.
Yeah, well then that makes a lot of sense because it literally says my name is Edward Richtofen and I've been trying so very hard, etc. with the quote.
That quote.
Yeah, like it literally says my name is Edward Richtofen, so it looks like that is obviously the zombie version of. So that'd lead me to think it went that side of the Easter egg rather than the other.
Well, here in the description of the Zombies #1 comic, the first segment, it says, "See what happens between the maps as the transit crew fights to escape Maxis's apocalyptic wasteland." So here it's stating that it's Maxis in control.
Interesting.
Okay. Maybe it's both in a way, or I have no idea.
But Treyarch made that description, so can you
Yeah.
really trust it?
That's true.
I guess answers will unfold as more comics come out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The thing that I hope about the comic is that the ciphers are more hidden, because them ciphers
Right.
were just too easy. Like,
There's
can we
only
get
so
3
much
of
you
them?
can- There's only so much you can hide a cipher in a comic, though. Like I was looking at the sniper scopes and things, thinking it'd be hidden in there, and no, like you said, they were very easy to find. There were only 3 of them. Yeah.
They could put like
But imagine-
one letter on one page, 2 letters on another page, and just
Yeah,
spread them out.
true.
Yeah.
Well, imagine
It's-
if like you had one and you had to have a specific lighting or something to find it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that'd
like
be
a
very
black
cool.
light.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my
not sure
gosh,
if you,
yeah, like
Yeah, UV light.
ultraviolet light. Yeah. Oh my gosh,
That'd be pretty
That'd
cool.
be
Because
awesome.
they
that
actually
would
did
be
that with GTA, didn't
next
they?
level.
Yeah,
I was
they
gonna
did.
say, I'm not sure if anyone's played Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't really like it that much, but I know the maker of that game. Like every game that's about to come out, he always posts little hints on his website, and you've got
Mhm.
like brighten up the screen to see it or something.
Yeah, and
And they
it was
could do
only
something like that with
small
a
moment
comic.
that it's up there. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, that'd be really interesting. Like having a physical thing that you need to like find
Physical,
something,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, like
Oh yeah, they did it with the GTA map as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I
using
am with you. I was like
blacklight.
GTA. What do you want about?
Like, and the cool thing about the GTA map is that when I thought I was finished, there was still a little bit more that I found afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So there was actually quite a lot there, and I hope now that you said that they sort of implement that into the comics.
Yeah, at least into
Yeah.
one of them.
That'd be pretty cool.
But they'd leave it to like one of the end comics.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Either
Anyway.
way, like I think it'd be cool if they had sort of a little bit of UV or something like that for every single one. Even if it was
Yeah.
just like a little hint towards something, it would give us something to then sort of look forward to.
yeah, or maybe like what if there's like some Scythers in some comics, or like 10% of all of the comics copies are like Scythers in like some of them, or something, I don't know, or something.
No, I never.
Or
Wait,
is it something like 10 times or
Wait, what do you mean by that? Like,
yeah, well, like if like for example, maybe half of the comic copies are like some Scythers in them, and the other half are some Scythers in them, and you need to like either
Oh,
like as a
yeah.
community communicate like and see
Yeah.
which person that, or I don't know. But
They have
like
so much
something like
potential
that. Like,
to do stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
I hope they do
Yeah.
something that sort of goes beyond the boundaries of just a comic, basically.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
yeah.
I just hope it isn't so cryptic to where it has multiple answers and we just have to guess like we normally have to. You know?
No.
Yeah.
I want just like
I
an
hope it
answer.
Yeah, a direct answer just to know
I
that.
feel like at this point the best way they could go, I think personally, is like they just tell us up front like about certain things,
Mhm.
like what happens here and there.
Yeah.
I'm just very scared about the ending of the comic. Like when the last one comes out, I feel like they might pull a Revelations, quote unquote, where
Oh, God.
where they basically just like in Revelations, for example, Sophia, she was like the one that was like the most important character. She was like one of the most important characters. Yet we never see any mention of her since like one radio on like World at War or something.
In World,
Or
yeah,
one
Dorit.
Cipher. Yeah, and then
And she was a
besides
human in
that, we
that.
don't
She wasn't
hear
a
it in
robot.
Yeah.
and then besides that, we don't hear her in the entire storyline. So, and then she's this massive character. I don't want them to do something
Yeah.
like that where it'll be something completely different, something that we've never heard of in transit,
Mm-hmm.
or something that's like in one cipher, or like in the fog in Totem or something.
Yeah, just like
And
Dr.
then
Monty.
Yeah, Dr.
Yeah.
Monty's become this massive character now, and we only
Yeah.
heard of him or only saw him in the last.
Do you think
Two
Dr.
maps.
Monty will appear in the comic somewhere? Say issue 4 or something, maybe.
I might hear his voice, but I wouldn't say we'd see
Yeah.
him necessarily.
I would say that's
If we do, then-
in it.
If we do that, I think that's just bad writing because before we didn't hear anything about him for Black Ops 1, 2, World at War. We didn't hear anything about him.
Yeah.
And now they just introduce him
Yeah.
randomly and they force him to be so important, you know, and it's just like what happened to Maxis,
Yeah.
what happened to every other character that we
Yeah.
encountered, like Gersh or like everyone like that. They could have made them somehow important, you know?
Yeah.
Like less characters, but focus more on the storyline of the characters
Exactly.
we already knew.
It'll
Yeah.
be something stupid, like it'll be Richtofen transports the transit characters and they find themselves in Primis or something. It'll be something
Oh my
ridiculous
The
like that.
transit
Instead of
characters
staffs, they
take
have
the
bows.
staffs.
I
The
would've
ultimate
thought,
bugs.
I would have thought
Or
it
they
would've been
have
pretty
jet
cool.
guns.
I thought to myself it'd be pretty cool to say Dr. Monty wasn't a character, but then instead of like his role was Dr. Max's. So like Dr. Maxis was the
Oh,
guy
yeah.
who controlled this whole time. So then at least we knew all along that like this guy that we never had a face to for a lot of it.
Right.
Like Yeah, rather than it like you said, like a brand new character we don't even have any mention of until like Black Ops 3. I feel like at least that would be a little bit better.
Yeah. Seems. Same thing with the Shadowman. They kind of forced him and Dr. Monty. They made him like important characters, you know.
Yeah.
Like they made Shadowman seem like a really, really horrible person, like a bad guy, and they made Monty like the savior, you know.
I think it's cool how it got got us to think that like the Shadowman and Shadows of Evil got put into the summoning key. We thought he was gone. We thought like there'd be no more Shadowman, and then in DLC 4, he just pops up out of nowhere. It kind of annoys me at the same time though, because there's no hints to it. Like I know it's quite fun guessing like what'll happen at the end and stuff, and nobody could have guessed that. Like nobody could guess that Maxis would do something to the summoning key, which makes him. What happened to Maxis though? We didn't even see anything of Maxis in the whole.
I don't know.
He died basically, didn't he?
He's basically dead.
Well, doesn't he like die with Sophia?
Him.
Yeah, because Sophia
Yeah.
like at the end goes up to him or something. He says something about Maxis.
Yeah.
And, like,
Him and Sophia basically like because they're in love with each other, and we've known this since like World at War. And,
World at War, yeah.
They like sort of sacrifice themselves to save the children, or something like that. So like they sacrifice themselves for the summoning key, and that's why you see the summoning key sort of floating in space, etc. But yeah, we can assume that Maxis and Sophia are both dead.
What they did to Maxis is they did an opposite of Sophia, where they made him turn into a massive character from like Origins and stuff, someone that we've like wanted to see for so long, into a really not dull, but a character that we don't really care about in the storyline now for some reason. He's just not shown up. And then Sophia's turned into a character that we don't care about to a character that means everything basically. So
exactly. And there was something I brought up to my friends when I was playing Shadows the other night, and I was like, you realize if they never did anything in Shadows of Evil, if these 4 characters never did anything, then Revelations would have never happened because the Shadowman would have never been in the summoning key, you know?
Yeah.
None of that would have happened. It's funny.
I mean, I do like how all along, like for the majority of it, like community thought that Richtofen was evil, but then it ends up that Richtofen actually isn't that evil, and he's just following orders from Dr. Monty.
you never know. The super Easter egg that could happen.
You never know. They could. They have a possibility.
And Jason Blundell even told us back in like February, like the Eyes and Draco times, that Richtofen isn't as evil as you think. But like everyone was just there, like no, he's definitely evil. He's like killing off all the 1.0 characters. That's pretty evil.
Yeah, I thought it would like backstab.
And he blew up the moon.
Yeah. Actually, blowing up the moon's probably worse.
That could cause like catastrophic like meltdown for the Earth almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least we stopped transit from happening. So
True. We stopped everything. We stopped like moon. We stopped the Earth getting blown up and everything. We erased all of Black Ops 2 pretty much.
Yeah.
and the last map of Black Ops 1 technically, because we can't go to the moon anymore.
We said it last week, didn't we? That moon was going to be Paris, so that would just be that map instead.
Well, technically, they actually erased all of Black Ops 1 too, because remember he killed the original Richtofen at Doris, so it was before like Moon. It was before Shangri-La, Call of the Dead, Ascension. So they erased all that.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember the Doris took place before Kino, so they erased all that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Kino was still probably a thing, just like Griffin's station on the moon was still a thing, but obviously Richtofen taking control of the ether and the zombies, switching souls to Samantha, didn't happen because they erased all that, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying there. I've never even thought about that. The storyline can get really confusing when you go into like different dimensions and what
There's
they
so many
it gets really confusing.
For the longest time, I just thought they went in order. Like, I'd be like, okay, Kino was just after Doris, and then we had Ascension, and I just thought they went in order. So well, not now, but for the longest time, I just thought
until about
that they
12 weeks ago.
They wouldn't. Yeah, like Origins. I thought Origins was like one of the newest maps, although that was in 1918 or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is World War One, so that's really.
Origins.
So that's like the oldest map.
Yeah, I remember because we were just so used to having all of the maps in order, and then I remember when Origins was announced, and I was like, "What? It's like the beginning of everything," and everyone was just like, "What?" or something.
What's the oldest map? Like, what map in the series actually takes place? I know Origins is the one that takes place the earliest, but what's the one that takes place the latest?
It's
the
buried,
most recent.
Probably buried.
Buried. I think it's buried.
Yeah.
Would it be because... Would it not be Revelations, or...
Revelations.
I don't know when.
We don't know the
Revelations was
time
set.
period in that universe.
Wait, so when was
It should
buried?
be around World War II.
World War II, yeah.
Because World War II is taking place during the Black Ops 3 storyline.
I feel like Buried and Transit and all those could take place during maybe the 60s, 70s, 80s, around that time. Because remember the diner and all that? They had the old style
Yeah.
cars.
Oh yeah.
And just going off of that.
But in
Yeah.
Shadows, what era is that?
That, I don't know.
It's
a totally different
Well, that's the
universe.
That looks
40s
like
or the
something from
30s.
like Mafia or something.
1940s.
That's like
Yeah.
it looks like the 1960s.
Yeah, it's the
That looks-
40s. I remember that like a year ago when
Right.
Shadows of Evil was announced.
And Shadows
There's-
takes place in Hell, just like Model of the Dead.
True.
Yeah.
There's just
Okay,
one
I'm
thing I'm
missing
confused
out on
about.
something. What's this about hell?
Yeah, I was like, what's...
The red eyes.
But Shadows, they don't have red eyes in Shadows of Evil.
Oh yeah,
so-
that's right. I'm
It's
confused.
basically
Who
confirmed that it's
controls
hell,
them
though.
when they're red eyes?
No, I made a video
Yeah,
like
well,
before
what's
Revelations came
Gorod
out, and I was
Krovi
like,
hell,
it might be the
then?
devil or something. But saying
Yeah.
that, like, it's in Revelations of Gorod Krovi. It's not in. It's just confusing. Like, why are they in these certain maps?
Johnny
Like,
J
True.
made a video, and it was this theory that he saw on Reddit. I can't remember the user. I think it was I can't remember the name of the user, but basically he was saying something like after, like we find out after the Zetsubou No Shima Easter egg, we teleport to, well we teleport to Mob of the Dead, don't we? And then we come back.
Yeah, that's when we get the blood.
It was after Zetsubou No Shima in Gorod Krovi that we got the red eyes. So,
True.
like this theory basically says
Oh
that
yeah.
Oh, I never
Going-
thought of that.
going to Mob of the Dead, something followed them or something came with them that controls the red-eyed zombies or that makes the zombies red eyes. And because we had it in Gorod and in Revelations, and
And-
obviously in Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, I never thought of
Yeah.
that. Jeez.
Yeah. But like, yeah, that could be. Like,
Yeah, but isn't there?
theory?
Actually, you know what? That would make a lot of sense. But wouldn't? But I think it would be more compelling to say that if in Zetsubou after the Easter egg they all have red eyes. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd make a lot of sense.
Kinda like-
nobody knows.
kind of like Moon.
Yeah.
No, but then
Yeah.
yeah, but they
After-
travel through a different universe. So like as soon as Zetsubou's over, they go through like the thing with Peter can't even talk, Peter McCain into Gorod Krovi. So Gorod Krovi is like a completely different
Yeah, but
thing. It's not
what-
set in the same
What
world.
the
if
theory
you want to call it.
states, that like something must follow them that it controls the zombies, and
Mhm.
it said something about the blood vials, but as Johnny J said in his video, it probably not the blood vials because they were in every other map with the yellow-eyed zombies, so that wouldn't make sense. But
Right.
definitely,
But what controls the zombies is
The
the
red
main
eyes.
question.
Exactly.
But definitely something could happen where like after going to Mob of the Dead and coming back, red-eyed zombies start popping up.
Mhm,
We'll find out in the end of the zombies comic. Don't worry.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just
The
one thing
winter
I'm
controls
confused
the red-eyed
about.
zombies.
Find out in DLC 5.
Yeah, or no. There's just one thing I'm confused about. You know how in Origins, I know this is off topic, but you know how in Origins, technically Richtofen kills Maxis? Well, what
yeah.
about in Doris when you listen to one of the radio files? It's basically Richtofen, I guess, killing Maxis with the teleporter. I don't know exactly what happened, but if you listen to one of the radios, do you guys remember that in Doris or the Giant? I don't know if it was in the Giant,
I
but
don't think it kills him though.
I
Yeah.
thought Maxis was already dead, and then Richtofen
yeah,
basically
exactly.
like
like-
resurrected him. If that makes any sense, made him the Maxis.
I remember
clone.
he says like in Origins, yeah, he takes his brain and he basically resurrects him, yeah, but how does Origins taking place like 30 years before Doris, how does it connect with how I guess Maxis was taken into the teleporter, which before the teleporter it was in like a prototype stage kind of sort of, so it was like it didn't work as it should have. And I remember Richtofen tells Maxis, "Goodbye, Dr. Maxis," remember? Yeah, and stuff like that. And
Oh yeah.
how does that connect? If technically Maxis is already dead, how is he still in his body if Doris happened 30 years after Origins?
Well, they do say in Revelations he doesn't have a soul, so I'm not sure if
I was
that.
gonna
Yeah,
say,
that's
would it
true.
be anything to do with that? And that's
True.
him not having a soul was the whole reason why he was able to go to the summoning key and get like like voices in his
But
head
that-
from the Shadowman.
But that's something I don't like as well, because that makes no sense. We haven't heard any of this. We've not.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like
So-
the recent Origins isn't in the same universe, right? Or because the Giant and Origins is in the same, I think, or something. Or am I just?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think so.
Origin, they're like apparently they're all like all the maps in Black Ops 3 are all in different universes.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all are.
Because,
I believe
like,
Horizon Track is the one that's closest to our original time period in our original universe.
Well, like the Origins.
Like the 1 point, like Moon and all those.
Oh, okay.
Horizon
Yeah.
Track is similar to those. That's why Griffin Station is a thing. That's why
Oh yeah.
all that. That's
Yeah,
why.
it's why rather than blowing up the Earth, we blew up the Moon. It's sort of
Exactly.
like yeah, I get you.
Just as Zetsubou and that, they must be in different universes because they've all got moons and such. But in
Yeah.
Horizon Track, we
Yeah.
blow the moon up. So
Exactly.
yeah, okay.
There's so many like
Nice.
multiverses, universes everywhere. Like there's
Yeah.
people saying that Mob of the Dead and Shadows are connected in the same universe, which
But
I
that's what-
believe.
Yeah,
Like,
I've heard of that.
I
That's
thought
why you
because
see the
of
mob
Red Eye
playing-
Zombies in that map, but
Yeah,
the fact
Red-
that
True.
the Red Eye Zombies are in the last two maps. I mean, what you said about that Johnny J video makes sense. Like, it actually does. But
Yeah.
at the same time, if Shadows is set in this hell, like you were saying earlier, then it would make more sense to. I don't know. I feel like it's going to get answered, but really, really far down the line.
I'm still confused about
Maybe-
Icarus, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like not Mob of the Dead. It's on the Giant. It's on Shadows of Evil when you open Pack a Punch. It's on Zetsubou No Shima. It teleports through the thing, and I think they're the only. Is they the only maps, or is it on?
Yeah.
It's not on
I think
Revelations,
it's
is
in
it?
Gorod or
No, it's not on
Revelations.
Gorod either.
I think it was proven that it's not the one on Gorod.
Gorod would have been a perfect one as well because there's so many planes
The
like
red
shooting
eyes.
dragons and stuff.
And
would
yeah,
have
that too.
It would have been cool to get on Icarus and then like shoot dragons down while on Icarus
Yeah.
and Gorod
Yeah.
Krovi.
We're gonna see Icarus and zombies in Spaceland.
I've always thought that in Zombies in Spaceland, it's like, it makes no sense because I know they're separate games, but they'd make like a little Easter egg or something to do with Treyarch Zombies. I don't know why, but I've always had that thought. Like that'd be cool. Like if you, I don't know, aimed a sniper at the moon and like ripped off and jump scared you or something. I just thought
Right,
that'd be
so
really
it's
cool.
Oh
not-
yeah.
It's not too far fetched because you know in the Infinite Warfare beta they actually had a sign on the train map with like trains in the middle. There's a sign on that map called that's Holly's Cakes, and that's the same sign you see.
Oh,
in,
Holly's
Shadows
cream
of-
cakes, yeah, on Shadows, yeah.
Shadows.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Holy scream cake.
Of everything I remember in Zombies, that's the thing I remember. Holly's cream
Yeah,
cakes.
so like obviously there's that little Easter egg, and you know it would not surprise me at all if say somebody from Treyarch or a couple of people went to Infinite Warfare like side and was like, okay, you know this is how to do this thing in Zombies, or like to sort of teach them the ropes maybe.
Right.
You know that
You know,
could be a possibility.
you know what would have been cool? I know this is kind of another off topic, I just thought of it. What if like, you know how the Giant and Horizon Track are technically connected? What if after doing the Horizon Track Easter egg, what if you go back into the Giant and you look at the moon, what if it's actually just destroyed? That would have been pretty cool if they did that.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Like after getting the gate worm for Horizon Track and that.
Yeah. Keep up with like continuity. They
Exactly, yeah, changing it.
completely off topic. They removed the 8th mannequin in Revelations.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
That was really weird. Do you think that was
which means
intentional?
there's no extra helmet then.
Yeah.
I think they did it to say that there's no extra helmet, but if I was Treyarch, I would have kept it in. So then it gave us something to search for, because there were
Well,
still
if
some
it's
people
false.
searching for an 8th helmet. So
If it is false information, we don't really want that, do we? Because it's just wasted time, really, isn't it?
yeah, but I don't know. I know, like from our perspective, it's stupid that they'd put an 8th one in, even though there's not an 8th helmet.
They
But it would
probably
be good
ran
for
out of
Treyarch
time.
because they'd get more playtime on their game, and it'd be a good strategy,
it
if that
was-
makes
maybe
any
we haven't
sense.
figured it
So
out.
I don't know why they didn't keep it in, but you know, it's good that they took it out at least. That's
Yeah,
what we
like-
would have liked.
Yeah, like I reckon they just added it in at first and then ran out of time, maybe, or forgot about it. Like forgot they even put an eighth one in. Maybe I'm not actually too sure. Like,
So the best mask is the God mask. That's like the full stop. There's nothing better than that. That's just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Shadowman mask, same thing.
Right. I feel like if there was a mask better than that, then Revelations would just be so easy. Like it's already easy enough without any mask.
21 hit kill.
Yeah.
21.
I thought it was I thought it was 10.
Yeah, it's no, it's 11 hits, isn't it? The best mask.
9 plus 10.
It's 21.
I think it was 10 hits, and then the 11th one would have downed you. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
So it's 11 hits to down, but 10 hits until you die. If that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Wait, what? 11?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm just so unfocused. I'm so sorry, but like, what?
Yeah, 11. Wait, what? 11? Comes to realization.
Still pretty good mask.
Yeah, that's. Yes.
They better not have anything like that in Infinite Warfare when they've got like the tutorial mode and stuff.
Yeah.
I personally really like that for noobs.
Yeah, it'll mean that we can play with better people if the tutorial mode is actually any good.
If it's, I hope the tutorial mode's a separate like mode, a bit like Grief was in like Black Ops 2 and stuff. I hope it's a separate things. Like you click, I don't know, solo game for example, not solo game rather, public game, and it'll say like, do you want to do tutorial mode or do you want to do this? Because that means if you go into,
sure they're not going to force every single person to do tutorial mode when they know that it's already been a game mode for 8 years.
I know it's gonna give you the option, but I hope it's in the way that, just say I wanted to search for a game with people, I could like not search for tutorial mode and search for another mode, like the normal mode, so I can get into like actually decent people. Because obviously all the noobs and stuff are gonna go on tutorial mode, so it's gonna stop me from playing with people who are.
I'm sure
terrible
they've got something like that where like you can avoid the tutorial mode if you want to.
Yeah.
It could possibly have like a separate playlist when you go to find a match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I was thinking is they might do something like
tutorial mode.
They might do it something like as soon as you spawn in, it's like click this button to activate tutorial mode or something, or I don't know, like you hold the knife button in for a certain amount of time and it's like tutorial mode here or something like that, or you hold B and A or something.
I do not think so.
Yeah, because you get so many trolls. You get so many trolls. They're like, oh, let's just do this.
Yeah, but what about if tutorial mode was just for you? I think that'd be much better. Like you could not see it, only like your character. Plus, it would make games less laggy and stuff, because if it came up on everyone's screen at the same time. Actually, saying that, if it was on separate people's, we're just going off topic here. This is not what the question was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on the like issue one.
Yeah.
And now we're like on the. Yeah.
I don't know. The tutorial. I'm pretty sure the tutorial mode won't even be anything to worry about. Sort of like.
Yeah, me neither.
Nah.
Sort of like, I don't know, if you've ever played Guitar Hero, then like the tutorial mode and that.
Oh yeah, I have.
Tutorial mode and that was completely separate to anything else.
It's a totally different mode.
Yeah. I think it'll be
Yeah,
like that.
it will probably be like that, I think.
I know nobody's played this game, but when I was saying the idea a minute ago, I don't personally play it a lot myself, but FIFA, like the football game or soccer game, whatever you say,
Soccer.
It has like it has a feature where you like click in what would be the knife button for zombies, the RS button.
Yeah.
Unless you play tactical like me. Shout out to everyone who plays tactical, but
Yeah, some tactical.
Yeah, but you'd hold in that button or like press that button, and it would come up with like a little tutorial where it'd say like pass here, and I was thinking along them lines where I could do something like that, but.
Okay.
But I know it wouldn't really suit Call of Duty.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we will.
I was really hoping the beta, like they would do a beta for zombies. That'd been pretty cool. Because even if it's like I don't know, a beta that locks off after you get to like round 10, it just gives us something to sort of a bit of a taste maybe or something.
I hated it because there were so many people making videos like how to unlock zombies in the beta.
And in brackets, discussion.
The clickbait.
Yeah.
The Exility type videos.
Yeah.
I'm fine with clickbait, like FaZe, for example. They'll make videos where it's like, I don't know, most insane thing you've ever seen.
died.
Like, I made a video called in two insane XP methods like that, I think that's fine because you're still talking about the XP methods.
Well, yeah.
When you're talking about something completely different, like Exili, for example, they'd make a video called "How to Get Zombies in or like how to get zombies in the Infinite Warfare beta." So it'd be like a tutorial title, and it would just be talking about like, so the zombies could be implemented. It's like, no, we didn't ask if it could be. We want to know how to get it.
I hate that. We just had 15 minutes.
Those videos. What to do with 1,200 subs doing that? What the fuck?
That's horrible. Just
Does
like
Xfinity still do that?
Yeah.
I hope not. I'm not sub to him, so I would.
Like with zombies.
I don't know about zombies, but I know he does it with multiplayer. Like I remember I watched a video with him. It was like how to get 99999 COD points right now.
Yeah.
It's just horrible. And
there's even some big
app.
YouTubers that do it. Like, I'm not sure if you know, there was a glitch on the beta where you could unlock all the weapons, like even the classic weapons, but you couldn't use them. If you went into a game with them, they would crash your game, basically, or make it freeze. And Team I made a video, like, how to unlock all classic weapons or something, which I know is technically true, but you know he was going for, like, the fact that you can use them and stuff, and he had it in the thumbnail as well. Yeah. So, it's not just, like, Exili and stuff, it's a lot of... But I feel like, I don't know. Me, personally, I've not done any clickbait, but I know... Actually, I don't think I have. I don't know. Anyway, we're off topic.
I mean, there are people that do it worse. There are people that do it a tiny little bit. It varies depending on the topic.
Yeah.
And it depends. Yeah, like the one I was talking about a minute ago is technically true. Like you have unlocked these weapons, you just can't use them.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
if it's something completely out of the ordinary,
off topic.
But, and I know this one is way off topic, and I just want to quickly mention it, just very quickly, briefly, so don't worry.
Nice.
People who do fake giveaways, that is the worst. They'll live stream Infinite Warfare codes or something, and they don't give away nothing. They just give away fake stuff. So
like PS4 giveaway.
I know that's way off topic, but that's like the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
They're getting viewers and stuff from fake. It's very similar to what Exili does, to be honest. They're just faking. They're saying something, but they do something completely different, basically. Like, I was watching this live stream, he was like, I'm going to give away... I know this dude was exposed because he was going to give away... like, he had a load of PlayStation codes, like, on his webcam. So, like, just to say, like, I'm giving these all away. And one of them actually fell down, and you could see that this back was scribbled off one of them. And I remember that, and I found that really
exposed.
Yeah,
I don't understand YouTubers like that. I don't understand their fan base. Like, how could you be subscribed to someone like that? They make.
I feel like it's a lot of young kids. Like, if I was 11, I could believe something like that. So.
It's the sort of thing I hope would stop. Really.
Yeah.
YouTube shouldn't even pay people who do that. That's what I think, and then that could stop. Like Exili, he earns money off doing the most clickbaity, shittiest. I don't even know what to call it. Is that even content? Like, I don't even think that's...
No, it's the shit of YouTube, honestly.
It is.
Have you ever heard of a YouTuber called Zzord?
I haven't heard of him.
Because
we're going to bring this back on topic now.
Yeah.
Was there anything else that anybody wanted to mention about the Zombies comic? Or anything zombies related?
When is the issue 2 released?
Yeah, that's a good question.
December.
It's going to be talking about Russman's past, right?
Oh, like a nice Christmas present.
Around in December some point, yeah. I'm
okay. Sure. Nice, yeah.
After that, we don't know. People speculated, but we don't know for sure.
Wait, do you think it's good for the comic to be this much of a gap? Because a few months away
we
the next
think
comic.
So. We discussed this earlier before you arrived.
Matt,
okay. I'm missing out on something.
What they're doing, basically, they got like 6 issues as far as I'm aware. So they're doing like one every 2 months. So like it spreads out over a year.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea, but but they're doing it very similar to they would DLC. But there's much more content in a DLC than there would be in a comic.
Oh,
so
of course.
Yeah,
I wish they maybe pushed it a bit more closer to the release of the previous one. But it's like I don't know if the next one was in November or something, like just a little bit closer.
But then like after this year, then it's not too long after the 18 months after Revelation's sort of over, and then like Treyarch will give us their next installment of either a game or like whatever else they're planning.
Right.
So it's just their way of like dragging out like Treyarch product basically, whether it's a comic or like a game or whatever they're doing at this point.
I've got a very quick question
Yeah.
for everyone, and this is about zombies. Like, I'm not going completely
Okay,
off topic about
nice.
clickbait and stuff, but the next
Okay,
Call of
this
Duty
is-
game, whether it's Black Ops 4 or World at War 2 or just some completely other game, what do you think the
Yeah.
storyline's going to be? Because
Yeah, like have
We
they
know what happens
confirmed
now.
that like
It wasn't
have
clear
they
that-
confirmed that there will be like a complete new storyline? Or like
What my answer is, basically, depending on how the comic book goes, will determine what our story is.
we
Yeah.
play as,
Okay, yeah.
we play as the original
Yeah.
four, I mean, not the original four, the transit characters, and we have to
Sure,
go
we
and
could.
stop everything from happening. So, like, you have
What
to
if
kill
you,
all the
what if you
2.0.
play as the kids? Like the kids from
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is that
Yeah.
it's an 18 game, and if you've got kids killing people and kids dying,
And
like
cursing and
it's-
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Like a mini drunk Nikolai.
Yeah, 5-year-olds drunk.
Yeah.
I want my milk. He's got like a carton of milk.
Yeah.
They could play
We've
King
never
Shark.
He's got
seen a
Shandy, and he
crew.
passes out on Shandy. And
We've never seen a crew with like 2 or more girls. Like there's
That's
there's
true.
always been 3 males and 1 female. Like
That's not just Call of Duty though.
Misty,
Like,
Sarah Michelle
it's the
Gellar.
same with most games. Like Left 4 Dead, for instance, as well, does the
But-
same thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that
Yeah.
kind of represents the Call of Duty community because there is, although girls do play games a lot, and I'm not saying girls I'm not saying men play games more than girls, but Call of Duty specifically, there's much more males that play the game.
Yeah.
It's like
I think you just
maybe-
assumed my gender.
It's 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
that's
I'm-
it.
I know.
I get what you mean.
What I was thinking is
You and
it
your
might be,
burritos.
I don't know, it might just represent the zombies community. I know it's very unlikely that that's the case, but it could be something like that where like there's maybe one portion is girls and then the rest
Mhm.
is just males. I know there's
Makes
more
sense.
males, than female zombies. Like besides Glitching Queen, I can't think of a zombies YouTuber that's like really popular that's a female. Like I can't in my head unless
Oh,
anyone else.
Smalls.
Thinks.
Any other either.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not
Mr.
saying like
Waffles
you've
when
got to
he
be a
does his
YouTuber
intro.
to play zombies, but you know.
Anyway, I think that's going to wrap up the podcast. I feel like
Yes.
that's all the
Yeah.
topics done.
Maybe so.
I would like to thank Matt for coming on super late. And I would like to, more importantly, thank Arxatia. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry.
Arxatia.
Arxatia.
Arxatia, as we say in
Arxatia.
Sweden.
I'd like to thank you, Arxatia, for coming on to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's been
So,
it's been a great opportunity.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
coming on.
being here.
So, of
Muchas
course,
gracias.
if you're watching this video, his link is going to be down in the description below for all of our videos, as well as Cookies and Matt's and Miniman's as well. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
I'll see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.